All right, everybody, welcome back to Bourbon Flights OKC. Eric is always with my co-host Jason. This is season 3, episode number 15, and this is the Penelope Showdown, Valencia Batch 4 versus the Penelope Project XX, which is a Spanish Brandy finished barrel. We've had Valencia Batch 3 on the podcast before. We have not had Batch 4.
Nope.
Thank you to my co-host for my amazing Christmas gift. And Project XX, I just picked up from my buddy Jance over at the Wine Barrel in Edmond. If you haven't been over there, check that guy out. A ton of awesome...
164th and Council.
Oh, God. I wish I remembered.
Nailed it. I grew up here.
I wish I could remember street names.
Well, that's like
you
you start rattling off stuff about Hartford. And I'm like, I kind of remember. Okay, I remember the Buckland Malls. I remember this. I remember that.
That's fair.
So,
that's fair. I mean, the thing with that area is like we lived right by the Buckland Mall. So
yeah.
But I digress.
Yes.
Penelope Valencia, I drank an entire bottle of it myself at Jason's house. Sorry, buddy.
It's all right.
Of the Batch 3.
That's what it's there for.
I will give you a hint. The Batch 3 is the better of the two, but the Batch 4 is very good as well. If you like Spanish orange wine and you also like bourbon, the Penelope Valencia is for you, as it is a bourbon finished in Vino de Naranja, which is Spanish orange wine casks. Very light, very citrusy, really nice. More of a summer bourbon, I would say, like easy to sit outside and kind of has that like Spanish wine feel to it, more so than any other bourbon that I've ever drank, but definitely a good one. So starting off here from Baking Bourbon, this
baking,
is batch...
not breaking, but baking.
Baking Bourbon. We're making bread out of bourbon now.
That doesn't sound bad.
I've had so much bourbon today, dude. Leave me alone. It's a straight bourbon finished in Vino de Naranja cask. As I explained, it's sourced from MGP. They started releasing in 2022 with Batch 1. We're up to Batch 4 now. The proof is 97. The age is NAS, 4 years according to the company's website. 75% corn, 15% wheat, 7% rye, and 3% malted barley.
I'm actually surprised there's rye in that because there's really not much spice on. So my thing is, I don't like wine. And my biggest thing about wine that I don't like is that buttery flavor thing in there. Valencia doesn't have that. So it's nice. You get the good flavors of the wine without that.
So I would say you'd probably like dry white wines because they don't have that buttery.
Yeah.
The problem is when you get into like the sweet wines, they have that like buttery taste.
I just can't
like dry whites and even dry reds to an extent have much more or much less of that like kind of buttery note. I know exactly what you're talking about. My problem with the non-buttery wines, like their white wine still has like a lot of sweet characteristics to me that I don't much appreciate. Mm-hmm. But that's why I like really dry reds like a Malbec. Really dry Cab Savs, like Bordeaux's. But, I mean, again, you're not really going to find... Like, you're not going to go to your local liquor store and find a Vino de Naranja. Like, it's a very Spanish, very eclectic kind of rare bottle. Yeah. Like, if you went to California or, like, maybe even Dallas, like, big cities is probably going to have a small selection of them. But it's definitely more of like a European thing to have that kind of I think orange wine.
My problem is growing up here in Edmond, Oklahoma, we have the Purina plant right next to a Cane's coffee plant. And whenever those two kick up, you get like this buttered death smell. And and I think that kind of off-put any kind of buttery flavor.
Yeah, my wife's from just outside Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and they've got I believe it's Purina dog food, but then the Dove chocolate, like they make the frozen chocolate,
chocolate death,
chocolate dog
death.
food. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's nothing worse than pancakes and dog food because that's what it smells like. Not this, but the dog food plant and the Cane's coffee plant, which
one
is
of
now
the
something else.
things that I notice, being again like a connoisseur of the Valencia, because it's like one of my favorite bottles. There's definitely a lot less like orange citrus, orange cream note on the front of this than there was on Batch 3.
Yeah,
Batch 3 was a lot more like orange kind of punch in your face, like that good citrus flavor. It's still there, but it's definitely hidden behind like the oak, the vanilla, the caramel, like kind of the main notes of bourbon, right?
Yeah, no, I get you definitely get that acidic, citrusy smell, but without it being real pungent and like burning.
Same thing on the palate. Like you can tell that there's citrus there. Batch 3 was definitely more pronounced than Batch 4 has been. It's not bad. It's just like, again, if you're a fan of orange or a fan of orange wine, like this is kind of a step down from what Batch 3 was, in my opinion.
I will say this. What I do like about this is it's not oily and
Correct.
it's not too dry.
And it's not
It's
like
here's
would
a great
even
flavor. You enjoy it and it fades away.
I would even say that, like, to some people, maybe the orange in Batch 3 was a bit more overpowering than it is in Batch 4. But for me, like, I like that, right?
Yeah.
Or you might not, or somebody else might not. So this might be kind of for people that aren't big into citrus, aren't big into wine, aren't big into, like, that orange citrusy flavor. This might be better because it's definitely more subtle in Batch 4 than it was in Batch 3, for sure.
And we'll probably need to go ahead and put those up against each other.
I would agree. Absolutely. I know it's going to win, but we can certainly do that.
So what I didn't tell you was that I was really afraid that you would plow through that bottle.
I've done really good.
You have.
Really well. I'll just come over to your house and drink.
But I bought a spare. Did you? And I hid it. Just so when I was going to surprise you, like I figured by summer it'd be gone and I was going to slap you with another bottle.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
damn it, I ruined it. I can't keep a secret.
You can't. You're just like my wife. Secrets ruin you. So look at it again. Breaking bourbon on the tasting notes for the nose. Orange cream. Again, I get that. It's definitely less pronounced than Batch 3. Bubblegum. They said that. I think they are reviewing Batch 3. I don't get bubblegum at all.
I do at the very beginning, and it's gone like that. And let it hit the front of your tongue.
No, this is on the nose.
Oh, I don't know on the nose.
I don't get it on the nose at all.
No.
Baking spice, fresh cut lumber, burnt orange rind.
I don't get. So I disagree with the fresh cut lumber because usually that's a lot stronger smell.
Yeah.
Because this is definitely a citrusy.
The palate makes sense to me. Burnt orange, orange cream, floral, French vanilla. Like I get all that.
I hate to use this term because but it's almost like everything's real bright. The smells are like real bright, not dark smells, not heavier smells.
It's I mean, and again, that comes from, right, like you got to remember that
I think I agree with you.
Spanish orange wine it's technically a white wine, right? Like, so it's going to have that sweeter kind of uplifting floral notes. Like it's not a red wine like we've done in the past with like the like Merlot finished barrels or like the port for the Basil Hayden dark rye. Like those are very dark notes. Naturally speaking, like the Penelope Vino de Naranja is going to be brighter and kind of more in your face as far as like those high level citrus and floral notes than like a red wine would be, right?
If I was going to be a bourbon snob, I would say this would be like a more of a spring and a summer, as to where an Amberana would be more of a fall and winter.
I mean, that's what I said at the beginning of the podcast.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. I agree with you.
This is such a good, like, sit outside on the back porch in the summer. Like, ice isn't really my thing on this, but like if you wanted to put ice on it, it's almost like drinking.
But it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's refreshing.
It's not a hot drink.
It's not hot. I mean, it's 97 proof, so it's not going to be anything crazy for you. Definitely like a really good, like, sit out on the porch and have a bourbon.
The women folk might even like it.
What's interesting too is like I probably wouldn't do this with this, but like old fashioned, like you already have orange, right?
Yeah.
You know, it might be interesting in an old fashioned.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Not that I would ever do that, but some people might, and it would be interesting.
I would probably punch them in the face for ruining it. But.
All right, on to the Project XX.
Oh, XX.
XX. So X, the first X they did,
I feel like you should have a wider bottle.
Was Project X was a sherry. This is a Spanish brandy.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is barrel number 2381-4, 109 proof. It is 54.5% alcohol. Finished cask Oregon. Finishing cask origin is from Andalusia, Spain.
I thought it was a cash
and
organ.
It's been selected by Oklahoma XXX. So this actually is a barrel pick.
Oh.
Which
Who's
I didn't
Oklahoma
realize.
XXX?
I don't know. Sounds like a bunch of porn stars to me.
Right. Either that or very large fellas.
That's right. Project X is about pushing boundaries, taking risk, and putting innovation above all else.
Sounds like my pants when I was 410 pounds. I was pushing boundaries.
You talked about that buttery note.
Yes, you get
very heavy buttery note.
I get it too.
Which is weird, right? Because this isn't wine. This is brandy. I haven't drank a lot of brandy.
Okay,
but
I am so glad you said that because I thought I'm wrong because I got that buttery note.
Oh,
and I was like, but this is you said brandy, and I was like, but
this is super buttery on the nose.
What is it? It's a little more ethanol-y too than the. Well, it's a lot more ethanol-y than the Valencia.
It's higher proof too. This is what 109. Yeah, 109 proof.
So it's sweet on the front end.
Yeah, which makes sense, right? Because brandy's like an aperitif, right? It's like an after dinner, like sweet dessert.
You get the oak, but it's not overpowering yet. I want to take another sip before I.
So I'm gonna recall we went out to dinner the other night at Boulevard Steakhouse, which is one of our favorite places, and I told this story, so I'll tell it here. I feel like brandy ice, like the dessert, is a very Oklahoma thing, right? It's brandy and ice cream, right?
You mean not brandy on ice?
Somebody told me a story that they went out and they were, I don't know, in a different state or whatever, and they ordered a brandy ice. And what they got was brandy on the rocks. And it's like, no, that's not what brandy ice is. But again, like, I don't think, like, if you went out, I've never heard of it until I moved to Oklahoma. Right? I never heard of brandy ice before.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. So, I mean.
By the way, our steaks at Boulevard Steakhouse, if you've not been there, they are fantastic.
So good.
And I think it was one of those rare things, like, we had our mild snowstorm that, having lived in New England where you lived, I've experienced the nor'easters, the Yankee Clippers, where you're dumping 25 inches of snow on a weekend.
Yeah.
So I have to laugh when it's the same equipment that you guys use up there, except you guys use it properly. We don't here. But anyway, I digress because it pisses me off. I yell at the snowplow guys here all the time.
They just don't know what they're doing.
They don't, and it's awful because it's the same fucking equipment. But anyway, I don't even remember I was going. I got so mad about the damn snow. We went to Boulevard. We've been there numerous times. It's always been great, but holy crap. How many times did we circle around the parking lot trying to find a parking space? Parking situation was terrible. And then, great place, but we got a waitress that was like, she would ask you a question, one of us would answer it, and then she would ask the question again because she wasn't listening.
The food was good.
But the food was fantastic.
The food is always good.
And they had my personal favorite pour right now, and I can't say it's my all-time because it seems to change. Every barrel's different. But they did have my E.H. Taylor barrel proof there. And it wasn't ridiculously priced. It was $24 for a 2.5 ounce
for a double.
Yeah, for a double.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Which was good.
Not bad at all. Yeah, if you haven't been to Boulevard, definitely check them out. Their steaks are really good. I think the thing, like, I like the ranch and Boulevard, but I think Boulevard's sides are better than the ranches. Yeah. Like, their family style sides are so good.
Yeah. And they don't have Gulf oysters. They had real New England oysters. They had
Delaware, and they had. So she's like, this is another problem. She's like, well, they're from the Northeast, and I'm like, well, Delaware's in the Northeast. Like, where are these? Like, she didn't know where the other oysters were.
The premium ones, they're bigger and sweeter. Okay, where? Well,
dude, for Delaware oysters, the ones that we got were huge.
They were good. Anyway. They were good. Not saying anything.
Anyway, that's enough of an oyster Boulevard tangent.
Anyway,
this is good, but it's like it's weird to me. Like, I don't like the nose. It's like, it's very buttery. Very buttery.
Yeah.
And I was hoping it would get better, because this has been open for about a week. It's not bad.
No.
But it's, I don't know, man. Like, there's definitely like a funk to it.
So it's like a really heavy dark fruit on the front end, and then it's bitter.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you can keep it away from the back of your tongue, it's not bad at all. When it hits the front of your tongue, it's really sweet, like almost like a black cherry.
Yeah,
like
which is like cherry. How brandy is, right? So that part makes sense. It's the nose and like the finish for me are like a little off-putting,
Yeah. At least it doesn't taste like you're eating a paper sack. I hate when the oak tannins are.
Yeah, there's almost like the oak is very, very minimal in this.
It's light. You can still taste it barely. Excuse me. But
It's not bad, but it's
not
definitely not great. Not great.
All right. You want to rate them?
Yep. Let's do it.
Valencia, you go first.
Batch 4.
Are you going to compare it to 3?
You are. I'm trying not to.
I don't know how you know.
I'm trying not to.
But that's a good comparison, though. And that's maybe
I don't know,
something.
but here's the thing: I don't know what I rated Batch 4. Right? Like I have no idea. I can't
Batch
remember.
3. This is 4.
Yes, I don't remember what I rated Batch 3.
Well, now you're on the spot because if you're wrong, they're gonna
the
interwebs
like a 7.2
for the 4.
Yeah, and I'm gonna write this down again because I need to keep track.
I'm gonna go 7. It's especially. I think it's good, especially since the fact that you know how I don't like wine, but of all the wine cask finishes I've had,
what did you rate it?
7.
7. And what did I say? 5.
7.2. That's what you said.
Yeah, you're right.
I think of all the wine cask finishes we've had, I still think the ice wine.
The ice wine is great. I still have some.
I still think
also the High West Chardonnay was phenomenal.
I agree.
What a phenomenal bottle that was.
And I have not. I have not seen that again. That was
that
good.
High West Chardonnay.
That was a shocker for me because I don't like wine, and that one I really enjoyed.
What was crazy is it was darker than normal High West, and it's like, but it's Chardonnay.
Yeah,
you know.
All right.
And then what about the Project XX?
I don't want to undersell it because it's still a good bottle, but I would say 5.8.
Yeah, I'm a 5.5.
I've definitely had worse, but I've definitely had better.
It's definitely yes, that's what I'm talking about. Barry knows. Love that High West Chardonnay pick from the whiskey cabinet, dude. That was so good.
Yes,
that was the best High West product I've ever had. It was
one
so good. Dude.
I wish I'd have bought more of, and I went.
That was so good, dude.
I thought it was going to be okay, and everybody plowed through it, and it was gone, and I regret that one.
So good. I love that pick. That was so good, man. You're right. I wish we would have bought more of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the Project XX, like, try it, right? Like, yeah. I will also say I liked it more when I first opened it than I do now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that, like, butteriness
it's got more
wasn't
pronounced.
there when we first opened this. I also think, like, Batch 4, give that a try. I think Batch 3 is, like, way better. But Batch 4, like, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It just sucks because I've drank an entire bottle of Batch
And that's
3.
again the problem with single barrels or small batch. Once it's gone, it's gone. You know, and everything's going to be different.
Barry went through 6 bottles of that High West Chard pick.
Oh man,
Dude,
lucky you! I don't blame you.
Man.
Shit,
So
I wish I'd
good,
have bought more.
So good. Yeah, I think that's Clint's best barrel pick he's done to date. Like that Chard High West pick, man, that he did. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Anything else you have to say, my dear friend?
No, I do know there's a local Oklahoma distillery that's getting ready to release a new bourbon this year. 2 new bourbons this year. They have not released before.
Is it 8s?
Yes, it is.
Spelled incorrectly?
It is spelled the most insane way ever. But they did an uncut, unfiltered 8-year that is fantastic, and then they did a 6-year blended that you liked better. And that they were, last I heard before our kidney stone incident, was they were waiting for federal approval for their labels, but distribution should be all set and should be coming out pretty soon. Yeah, I would definitely recommend trying those. We'll have that on the podcast soon.
I'd sit here and spell it for you, but I don't know how.
It's like AAES something.
Yeah,
I have to go back over it, but it's like a 21% rye, and it is freaking fantastic.
All right. Are you ready, my friend?
I am ready.
Thanks for joining us on this bourbon journey through OKC. Remember, there is a world of bourbon out there waiting to be explored one sip at a time. Until next time, keep your glasses full and your spirits high. Cheers.
Cheers.